welcome to my spiritual channel, Esoteric Cloud Surfer. In this channel, we take esoteric cloud and we take a ride on it so we can float to higher realms which are lighter in frequency and vibration. Their light is less dense than the realm that we are on right now, that is the Earth realm, the third dimensional realm. So from above, we can perceive the things from a wider perspective than what we do right now, and then enables us to make better decisions, feel in a lighter way, and then we can improve our own life through our own means, through our own individuality. Alright? So, in this video, I'm talking about Sun in Gemini. So, what is the Sun? The Sun is your actions, your ego, your individuality, what you perceive consciously from the world, and what other people perceive consciously from you. And what is Gemini? Gemini is air, which is communication, intellect, thinking, and having ideas. And mutable, because Gemini is mutable air, is the ability to take your own things and make it a part of others' things. Alright? So, Gemini is the ability to take your way of communicating, your way of thinking, and your own ideas and make them a part of others' ideas and ways of communicating. So, if you have Sun in Gemini, your spiritual energy, your focus, your attention is directed to technology, communication, intellect, conversations, chit-chat, talk here, there, talk about this, talk about there. But Gemini don't go very deep. They can talk about everything, but when it's time to take one subject and explore that subject deeply, they cannot. It's not about them being dumb, or it's not about them not having intelligence to do it. It's just their intelligence is to deal with a lot of subjects, not just one subject, but a lot of subjects, because they are mutable. They like to interact with a lot of things, alright? And I like to look at the symbols as well. And the symbol of Gemini is Gemini, twins. But it's not an external twin. How does the symbol manifest in the real life? Is, imagine, a Gemini, they think a lot because they're air. Air is the masculine of the masculine, is the masculine of the left side, is the yang of the yang. So the air signs, which are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, which is my sun, I have the sun in Aquarius, they take things from the outside, they think about it a little bit, and then they put out immediately. Earth signs, they receive it, they think, and it goes in. Air, they receive, they think, and it goes out immediately. So, a Gemini, they think a lot, they chat a lot inside of themselves, but they create a persona of how they think the other person think. They create a Gemini, they create a twin from other people, from the other person. Let's say you are a Gemini, you had a conversation with someone, a member of your family. Now you are on your own space, and in your mind you have created a personification of that person, and now you are talking with it. But it's not the real person, you are talking to the persona that you created, which is backed and supported by how you think that person thinks. It's not the real person, it's how you think the person thinks. It can get tricky because Gemini, they think so much that they can miss reality, alright? Also, Gemini is ruled by Mercury. They are the masculine side of Mercury. And Mercury is the planet of communication, is the planet of thinking, is the planet of analysis, and it's the planet of intellect. And it's the masculine, so it's expressing those kind of things. Gemini, they like to express in a lighter note than Libras and Aquarius. Things about technology, communication, learning. Gemini love to learn, but just a bit about that. Then about this, then about that, then about that. Geminis, they are very well at navigating through the mental realm because they don't get stuck in a specific part of that realm. They can get out very easily, they can dodge very easily things. Okay? But that can, everything has a gift and a curse. When it might be hard for a Gemini to focus on something, all right, because it's mutable air, and air by default is already mutable. It's everywhere. It's dispersed. It permeates everything. And by being mutable, it's even more. So it can be a little chaotic for a Gemini to keep their mind focused or to have their a line of thinking straight. But also, that makes them very flexible. Very flexible. They can be in the space or around someone where they don't feel very comfortable, but they can look like they are comfortable. Geminis also, they can play you dumb very easily. They can make you think that they are dumb, but they are just gathering information how to fuck you up. Alright? Because it's not emotional. It's not backed and supported by feelings, so they can stab you mentally very easily without remorses. Okay? So, be careful. Also, Gemini, they make very good friends because they like to talk about everything. They can put you on a lighter note. If you are very fixed about something, Gemini can show you that there are other things to pay attention to, not just the thing that you are stressing about. All right? So, now I'm experiencing a bit of Gemini energy. Gemini, they are very light-headed. They don't suffer a lot in the same space, but they do. If they suffer everywhere in the mental realm because they are mutable. They take their own thing and they transport it. They travel with it to other spaces. But they have very fast minds because it's ruled by Mercury. Very fast mouth. Be careful if you have Sun or Mercury in Gemini, you might put your foot in your mouth because you talk very fast and very well. You have a silver tongue. But Libras, they like to speak beautifully and to put up in good words, which make them good manipulative. But Gemini, they are more sincere. They talk about the information itself. They don't like to say, oh look, I know this, because they want to be seen as someone who know that. No, they talk about the thing because they like that information. They really like it. That stimulates their brain. It's very important for a Gemini to have a stimulated mind. They like to be creative with words, with writing, letters, a voice, but they are more dispersed. They can do very array and very expanded way of things. All right, which makes Gemini very accessible, very friendly. They also can ghost you, not so strongly as an Aquarius or so well as an Aquarius, but they can dodge you. They can dodge you very easily because they can travel very fast and very. No, I'm here. 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 And they don't get tired. They can do that all day. So, I think this is it. Sun in Gemini, communication, thinking lightly about a lot of stuff. They like to be a part of something. They like to create associations as well. Not so much as an Aquarius, but it's air. Air connects, air is everywhere. They are not personal, so much personal. Only if they have a grudge with you, which they travel with it, in the mental realm, they carry it around and they imagine a lot of scenarios when they talk about with you or about you. Oh yes, they talk a lot on your back. Gemini talk a lot on your back because it's light for them. It's not personal. They're just talking. And they like to analyze, but not too deeply, because they are ruled by Mercury. Fast thinkers, fast talkers, fast to create friendships. They can talk with literally everyone without giving a fuck. They have no shame by talking. Yes, and I think that's it. So, thank you for watching. Good esoteric surfings in the esoteric waves. Take care of your esoteric cloud. That's your mind or other with your spaceships that you create. Spaceships are ideas and thought forms. Gemini, they create a lot and very easily, but sometimes they are not strong enough to endure some turbulence or to crash into some meteorites in the mental realm, which sometimes they may be insecure because they are a lot in the head and not so much in reality, which also they may appear to not be to be trusted, but they are. But in certain things, because they have a lot of things in their mind. Sometimes they bring something from a space which does not belong to this space. They took it from here, but it was here. It is not from here, but they can bring it from here to here and then here and then here, But that also makes them very easy to talk. It's very fun to talk about them. They laugh a lot because they are lighter in by default. Their light is not too bright. It does not outshine others. So, thank you. I'm talking very much. I'm tapping into Gemini energy, but it's all for now. Good esoteric writings, good esoteric surfing, and take care of yourself.